Hey guys, this is Pam with Sister Act Looms, Blankets and Wreaths. I'm going to get started on this blanket today. This is going to be for Miss Leota Franks, and I've got this pretty light lavender color. This is Cozy Full Yarn from Amazon, and then I got the darker lavender color, and then a pretty pink and white to go in between that. So I hope she likes that. I'm going to set up my camera and get started. So I'm going to get started with the lighter lavender. You can fluff up your yarn when you take it out of the package. It says to do that. But it's okay if you don't really, because I always wash my blanket after I get done making it. I'm going to wash it and it'll get nice and fluffy. So I don't really worry about the fluffing up the yarn before. You're going to make your little slip knot just like that. Okay. Put it over your first peg. This is your tail. This is your working yarn. It's going to be out to the front, just like that, okay? Then we're going to go through just like that. Come through the first peg and second peg. We're going to go to the third peg right here. Make you a little loop. Go through your next peg in between. Make your little loop and go just to the other peg. Not any more, not any less. Just go to that peg. We're making our chain right now. Okay, go through each of these pegs. And just to the next peg. That's all you're going to do. Okay? To start. And I'm going to show you what you're going to do when you get to the end. This is going to be a queen size blanket, so I got 3 30-inch looms that my sister made, and so it's going to be 90 inches wide, and then however long I want to make it to fit a queen size, that's what I do. I don't count rows, and I just measure with my measure tape. So if it looks big enough for me, that's what I'm going to do. So I don't have time to do the counting of the rows because I may leave it for a little while, go to work, and come back and I'm lost. I don't know how many rows I got, and this and that. That's just the way I do it. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it the proper way if you want. I say the proper way. And I'm doing a knit and purl stitch on this today. So you're just going through your pegs just like that, making your little loop. And I'm going to keep going till I get to the end. I'll show you what it looks like when I get to the end. Don't make your chain too tight or else it will curl on you. But if it does, that's not really a big problem. Put some weights on it if it curls, or you can actually take it apart, redo it if you want to. I don't never do that. And then after you're done with it, you can always wash it and that'll fix it. So don't worry about the rolling. Okay, almost at the end here. And just keep your working yarn to your right when you're going this way. When you're going back to the left, you can move it down that way if you want to, as long as it's not catching on anything or you're pulling it too much. It's okay. All right, almost there. And I have these are those cabinet covers that you get to line your cabinets and drawers with, and it's that non-stick stuff. This thing's not going to move with it on that. I didn't want it messing up my butcher block, so that's what I put it on. Okay, we're at the end over here. So now I'm going to take this last one, go through, flip it over that first one, okay? And now we're going to come back this way. Okay, if you can see, we've almost used one skein already. We have enough to go back down one row. After you get your chain and your first row done, then it doesn't take so much time then. Well, it does. It depends on your size. But it goes by faster. Pick up your loop. Put your working yarn through. Put it back down on the peg. Tighten. Pick up your loop. Put it back on the peg. Tighten. Pick up your loop. Put it through. Tighten. If you're tightening your loops as you go, make sure you do all of it. Don't do part of it and the other part. Then you'll have holes in your blanket. I like a nice tight blanket because the more you use it, the more you wash it, it's going to loosen up over time, and that's just the way it does. So if you have a nice tight blanket, it's going to be much better. It'll last you longer, and it'll be very durable for you. These are machine washable. You can put them in cold, gentle cycle, the wash, and then you can air dry flat, or you can put it in the dryer on low. It's not going to shrink. It's 100% polyester chenille yarn, chunky yarn, and it does very well. So let me set up my camera. We're going back the other way now. There we go. Let's see, here's my 3. This is the first little loom right here, 30-inch. So, and my sister makes those. I will tell you, I have tried the blankets the other way by hand and with the loom. It's much easier to do with the loom. It keeps your stitches straight. It keeps your blanket straight. You're not going to have any missed loops unless you really messed up. And if you do, it's no problem. You can fix that if you miss a loop. One day I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, that's all you do. You go back and forth, back and forth. So, and I'm starting with the light lavender, and then I'm going to work in the darker lavender as I go. And then the pink. It'll be a pretty pastel blanket for her bed. It's really pretty. Soft yarn. Lift it up, put your loop through, and back down. Tighten. Lift it up, put your loop through, put it down, tighten. As you work, your blanket's going to start to come this way, okay? And it just happens, you know. I'm not sure. I've never done it with the blanket going that way, so I don't know. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I'm sure there's a way I could switch it up and do it. I prefer it coming towards me, I think, so I can see it, what's going on. Move my camera. There we go. Lift it up. Put your loop through. Down. Lift it up. Put your loop through. Down. Tighten. Lift it up. Tighten. Tighten. Okay. Yes, this is going to use one skein for the chain and the first row. So, for this big of a blanket. Get rid of that one. Come down. Lift it up. Put your loop through. Tighten. Lift it up. Put your loop through. Back down on the peg and tighten. There you go. Lift it up, put your loop through, put it back down on the peg and tighten. Lift it up, put your working yarn through, down on the peg and tighten. There you go. Okay, we're almost at the end of this row, and I'll show you what to do at the end here once you get there. Lift this first one up, put your working yarn through, put it down, tighten. Keep your working yarn in between 1 and 2, okay? And it's already ready to go back the next way, to the next row. Right here. Yep. Lift your loop, put your working yarn through, put it down and tighten. Okay. If anybody is interested in a blanket, please let me know through the messenger, or send my sissy or me a message. If you're interested in the looms, you contact Randy. She's the one that does the looms. I do the blankets. There you go. Lift it up. Put your loop through, put it down and tighten. All the way down. This might make half of the other row. Doing pretty good. It's a nice, soft, chunky, fluffy yarn. It's really pretty. Very good for the price. Very pretty. And this is the Cozyful yarn. I think I showed you Cozyful. Yep. And it shows you your sizes right here, how many you would need for that size. So yep, we're just doing this all the way down, and when I get out of yarn here, I'm going to burn it together and start another row. Get back over here so you can see. Lift it up, put it through, down, tighten. Lift it up, put it through, tighten. Lift it up, put your working yarn through, on the peg, tighten. Lift it up and tighten. Okay, we're almost to the end of this row, and I'm going to have to start my other skein. I'm going to show you how to connect that. You can either tie it on there just like this, just make a knot, tie it on there. If you do that though, you're going to have a little knot there, and that's fine if it's okay, but I prefer the burn method unless I'm doing a baby blanket. I don't like to do a baby blanket with the burn method because it leaves a little hard plastic on there sometimes. So just clip your little end just like that. Clip your other little end just like that. Make a little square. See the little plastic piece in the middle there? If you can see it. I don't know if you can, but it's right there. And it has a little hard plastic, and they're just going to fuse together is what they're going to do. Okay, there it is. The little plastic is what's going to start burning. See that little plastic there in the middle? There it is. And then we're going to fuse it together. That's it. Be careful when you're doing that, okay? Just hold it there for a second till it gets fused together. There we go. And that's it. If you feel a little hard plastic piece, like I feel one right there, and I'm going to cut that off right there. There we go. Now, there, that's better. Okay, and we're going to keep on going till we get to the end here. Okay. Now we got another skein starting. So lift it up, put your working yarn through, put it over the peg and tighten. Same thing, this way, that way. Lift your last one up, put your working yarn through, put your loop over, and your working yarn is going to be in between the first and second. Right here, if you can see. That's where your working yarn is going to be when it goes back the other way. Okay? I'll do a couple more rows for you. We're just going to lift that second one and go. Just like that. Lift up your loop. Put your working yarn through. Put it back and tighten. Just like that. Okay. I also like the loom because I don't get lost where I'm at. The loom keeps me, like right here, I could go away and come back. I'd know exactly where I was at. So, which loop to do. So, down a little bit. If you want to start from right to left, you can do that. You don't have to start left to right. That's just the way I always have done it. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm right-handed, but anyway. And I'm going to keep going on this blanket. And I appreciate joining me today on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and like and share to your friends. Thank you, guys.